currently staring at El Capitan at Yosemite Park. Like, literally look at where I'm at right now. And it's my birthday. I turned 24 today. And I was just doing a guided meditation, and I had a thought pop up in my head. Maybe I should make a YouTube video. I'm in like a crazy nice location right now. It's so peaceful. And just talk about some things that I've learned throughout life and that I could share. Not that I have like some special insight or anything into life, but I just thought it would be cool. God, this is just so beautiful. This is insane. This is nuts. This view, just this feeling being out here. It's indescribable. I can't even describe it. I don't even know where I'm gonna go with this. I just kind of, there's a couple things on my mind that I want to talk about, but it's all improvisation. I didn't plan this at all. Literally was just meditating to a Jeff Warren guided meditation and had this thought. So, fuck it. I think one important thing in life is to constantly remind ourselves of death and the fact that one day all of this whole existence and everything is going to end one day. And trust me, if someone said this to me a few years ago, I would have probably immediately turned off the video or walked away or been like, no, like plug my ears. I would have wanted nothing to do with any of that, because death is a really weird thing and it's scary to think about not existing. It's something that we can't really comprehend. And you know, we all have our own beliefs about what happens after we die, whether religious or whatever the case may be. But these past couple years, death has been a topic that honestly I think about every single day. Every single day. I've written about it, just journaled to myself about it. It's so crazy. Sorry. It's crazy because I've made out like maybe 4 people so far on El Cap. They just look like little ants, and I can see 2 of them just like, they're like, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the way up. That's so funny. Anyway, sorry about that. So I think about death a lot every single day. I meditate on it a lot. And the reason why I think I've become so hyper fixated on death is just because of how much peace and tranquility and freedom it's brought me. I was very fortunate a couple years ago when I underwent a procedure, and it was to remove cancer out of my stomach, and it was stage 1. I was very, very fortunate that it was so low grade. But that was the first time I really faced death, and that's kind of what started this whole process of like, wow, life ends. Like, that was like a wake up call. That was when I was 21 and turning 22. It was right around that time. And so it was a huge wake up call. It was like, wow, life could end. I could die. Whoa. But then it was like, wait, this is gonna happen regardless. And what this brought me was, it was hard to explain. I remember the first few months, it was really scary and it was hard to grasp all of these understandings of that this life is going to end, because I was really starting to play with that and read into it and just when I say read into it, you're like, what the hell are you reading about? Like how deep is it? Like, just about like, yeah, we are gonna die, and no one knows what happens after that, and just how important this moment and living your life to the fullest and being authentic to yourself, like just how important that is. And I was, and it was really hard. I was reading this stuff, and it was really discomforting to read. It didn't feel good. It was scary. It was very anxiety provoking, but all of a sudden, like, there's a reason I kept reading it, because I was like, there's something here. And well, I can say this 2 years later, that it brings you so much freedom, and you realize just how precious life is, that this is all going to end one day. That all these beautiful trees and mountaintops and 3,000 foot El Cap and everything is just going to end one day. Even in, like, I don't know, trillions of years or something, or physicists believe that the universe is going to collapse inward on itself or whatever, but that's a whole other theory. The point is that we know that we're not here forever. In fact, our lifespan is incredibly short if we're like comparing it to the universe, which has allegedly been here for 13.8 billion years. We're only here for like, that's it. We just pop into this existence for a second, and then we're gone. And I say all of this to say, there's a lot of shit, and I'm speaking for myself, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to this, is like, we just worry about so much shit. We care about what everyone thinks about us. We want to please everybody. We want people to like us. We want to impress people, and just so many expectations, and it just feels like it's constantly throwing us out of tune with who we're supposed to be, and kind of like how we're supposed to live this life. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to live life at all. But it does make me sad when I look back at my life, and I still have moments where I am worried about what other people think of me, so I don't do something I want to do, or I say something that I wouldn't usually say so I can impress someone, or whatever the case may be. I've just realized that the moments where I'm myself, even if it's embarrassing, even if I'm doing something goofy or weird, or if it's like authentic to me and I'm doing something that's true to me, even if people laugh or make fun of me, it still feels so good, because I'm being authentic to myself. And no matter what I do, no matter what anybody does, no matter what anything happens, everything is going to end one day. Everything is going to end. So it's like, if I ask this question and people think it's stupid and people laugh, who cares? No one's going to remember that. No one is. And that kind of brings me into another thing that I was going to talk about. It's just like the idea that no one really cares also. Like, we think like everyone cares so much about us, right? We're the center of our own universe, obviously. We are human beings, and we have this consciousness, this strange consciousness, and we perceive the world through our lens and our neuro system, but there can be a lot of that can cause us a lot of turmoil because we think that we're the center of attention. We think that everyone is always paying attention to us. We think that our mistakes or our achievements, like the world stops when something happens to us. But the honest truth, and even this one is really hard to really grapple with. At least it was really hard for me, and I didn't want to accept it at all, and it made me sick, honestly. But no one cares. The reason I say that it made me sick is because I definitely used to have problems with ego and like narcissistic tendencies. I definitely leaned towards the way of like, I wanted everyone to like me. I wanted everyone's approval. I wanted people to think highly of me. All of these things. And again, you're chasing something that isn't really authentic to you. And another reason why that's so freeing, like nobody cares, realizing that nobody cares, is because, like, think about that. You can do anything. You can be anything. You could be super weird. You can make videos in the middle of Yosemite staring at El Cap. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to care. I don't care. I don't care. Like, this video doesn't, it's like, it's totally unimportant. I just want to make it, like, fuck it, but it's like unimportant. I'm not going to exist one day. All this stuff isn't going to exist one day. And that sounds so like pessimistic and sad, but like I'm just saying it in the most beautiful way. Like I'm here in this moment. I'm doing what I want to do. I just had a thought when I was meditating and I was like, fuck it, pulled out the camera, boom. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even make YouTube videos. I don't know why I'm doing this. I was like, fuck it. But back in the day, I would have been like, no, people are probably going to judge it, whatever. I need to edit this. I need to write a script, whatever. And again, there's nothing wrong with any of that. It's just, I just feel a lot more free and loose. And I would have been able to get to this place by meditating on death and realizing that no one cares. So I talked about meditating on death and the idea that, no one cares at all. Why those are both really important. And the last one I want to touch on, and this video's going overboard, whatever, is curiosity. Now, curiosity has been one of the most indescribable states or things or whatever, I don't even know how to describe it, that has also been introduced to me in these past couple years. A lot of us grow up as children, we're so curious about everything, and we're so just fascinated by everything, and trees and mountains and water and bugs and just everything. And we grow older and we lose that, and we become like really tight and rigid and just like don't care about any of that stuff. These past couple years, I've also been able to rejuvenate that curiosity, and I don't even know how to describe how wonderful it makes experiencing life. That's a cool ass bird. Whoa, what is that? Anyway, that's so cool. Speaking of curiosity, and it's humbling. You just realize that no one has any idea what the fuck anyone is doing. We're floating on a fucking rock in a solar system, in a galaxy amongst trillions of galaxies, an infinite number of galaxies possibly. No one has any idea what the fuck is going on, No one really knows anything either. Curiosity is just such a beautiful trait. There's something about curiosity. I don't know. That we're able to just wonder at what this is, at what this existence is, and what it means to be a human. And I don't know. I feel like curiosity, I'd have to like sketch out why it's, or like write a book on it, or like why it's so fascinating. Because it's kind of like a sublime topic. It's just something you can't really describe. Like the feeling I have right now of staring at this 3,000 foot mountain. I don't even know what to say, but I don't know. But what the hell do I know? I just had an urge to make this video. I don't even know if I'll post it. I don't know. Maybe it's just something I'll watch back and whatever. But fuck it. We only live once. We're in this weird ass universe thing, whatever. Let me show you the view one more time. One more time. Look at El Cap. Woo! It's just crazy. Unreal. Unfucking real. But yeah, 24th birthday. I'm happy to be here. I can say that. It feels good to be able to say that. Obviously, there's ups and downs in life. But I'm happy to be existing and be a part of this whole cosmic play at 24 years old. All right, that's it.